I'm Paul Berg, founder at Sablier, and we are building the protocol for what I call real-time finance on the Ethereum blockchain. It is a fancy wording, but it is basically just a way in which you can um, pay people by the second. We also call this like money streaming. It's like as you can stream music or like stream movies, you can stream money on the internet, and this wasn't like really possible before because if you wanted to stream money on like a bank, you needed to update their backend protocol. But with Ethereum, I mean, I can just go and build my own contract, and there you go. There's a number of use cases, and many of them have like sprung up organically after we launched. But initially, I really wanted this for myself to pay myself a salary because I was in my previous job, I was delayed my paycheck. When you know how smart contracts work, why not just have it in real time? Like, why not have it maybe like daily, hourly, or whatever? So I wanted to fix that for myself. And as we speak right now, I am being paid by my own company, by myself, in real time. On top of that, there's also like a few interesting ideas that people have been using this for. For instance, paying their kids allowances. So you have your kid, going to school. You don't want them to spend all the money in one go. You can just stream money, and you know that they will always spend as much as they have, and you make them more frugal with their own money, and that is an interesting one. And I would also like to mention this concept of like equity streaming, or like token streaming in general, where you have a project that represents equity in a company, or just like a utility thing. You can use that in two interesting ways. You can vest the shares of the founder using Sablier itself, because you can create a stream that has like a 4-year duration, and you vest those like tokens by the second. And you can do this with no lawyer, with no contract, or just a stream. And finally, you can also use this as like an investment, like a continuous investment vehicle. Vitalik has been talking about this concept called DICOs. And like Sablier is this like generalized version of DICOs where you can swap streams. So you have DAI and I have my company token. I give you my company token and you give me DAI every second. And if I do not execute on my promise, well, you can cancel the stream and I don't have money anymore. I would much rather see this useful for like various founders that don't have the means to get venture capital. The reason this is interesting from a game theory perspective is what will happen with investing. I mean, if it is so easy to start investing in a project, I'm biased and I may have like like something to win here. But if investor will find it easier, we may lower the cost of raising capital, at least for those like small projects that don't have access to VC, right? So yeah, I think smart contract wallets are awesome. So congrats on what are you working on. For this specific integration, I think what I would love to see is like a very consumer product where you can use Sablier in Pillar to maybe stream your subscriptions and anything involving like consuming services or even consuming like DeFi products. I could see very well like other people in the community monetizing their own product or a service by asking their users to stream them money. And obviously, if you're using Pillar to hold your balances, it is the best place to keep your subscriptions in the same place. So that is how I would see this being used for. We're working on this like V2 of the protocol that will be 10x better, and don't quote me on this, but it will not have the requirement to lock up all the money up front. So in V2, to clarify, you need to put in all the collateral up front, and that collateral will get streamed. In V2, we may make it possible to like start a stream and not have all the money up front. And on top of this, we will add some interesting tokens in the system where, imagine like a tokenized stream that you can lock up in other protocol. Maybe you can use that to get a loan, or maybe you can do like some fractional splitting of streams where like two people get the income from one stream. Many interesting things, and all of them will stem from this like V2 that will have chaining and tokenization.
Very cool.
Expect this in hopefully Q3 this year. Well, I thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, man.